myself RL Shah. As you know, I am dealing with science, physics and chemistry. So today I am going to introduce you a chapter in class 9, that is your chapter motion. So what we are going to do today is your chapter motion. In this chapter we will try to understand when the substance or an object is positioned to be at rest or at motion. So what I mean to say, when we say motion, we need to understand how to define it. Motion. To define motion, we need to understand what is rest. You must be aware about the word rest. Now, when we say rest, an object which do not change its position with respect to the surrounding is said to be at rest. So, an object not changing its position with respect to the surrounding. Okay, in this case we say that object is at rest. That means if an object is not moving, with respect to its surrounding, then we say that object is at rest. Similarly, we define the term motion connected to the rest properties, that if an object changes its position, changing position with respect to the surrounding, then we generally term to be the object in motion. That means if I am going to define it graphically or some sort of an explanation, if I am saying that this is a table upon which I am keeping a duster. Suppose this is a duster, say this is a duster which I am keeping. Suppose this is the position X. Now, with respect to time, suppose for first second, up to 5 seconds, the duster is not moving. If the duster is maintaining its position with respect to the coordinates at X, then this position or this object duster is said to be at rest. Now, suppose a force is applied in this direction. Now, the force is applied in this direction to the duster. What is happening after, say, 5 seconds? After 5 seconds, the position of this duster changes from X to Y, that the virtual position, or say the duster has changed its position from this position to this position. So now you will find this few things over here, that there will be change in the position. That means suppose here 1 meter or say 10 centimeter has been moved. Okay, with respect to time 5 seconds, the distance has been taken place, or the change in the position of the object has taken place of 10 centimeters. This simply means that the object is moving. In the previous case, the duster was not moving with respect to the surrounding. Now it is moving with respect to the surrounding. So both these terms, rest and motions, must be known to you. Now, when we are defining these things, I have told you about distance. This is the distance which has been covered from X to Y position of movement of the object. Now, we need to define this term called distance. So, we will go about 2 more terms in this regard. First one, I am going to tell you about distance. Okay, when we say distance, okay, when distance has to be defined, we need to define in terms of its unit, that is in meter, kilometer or centimeter, whichever units we are using, we say distance. I am going to draw this. Suppose this is position A and this is position B, and there is another subsequent position in between them, that is C. Now an object goes from A to B, C, and then finally to B. That means suppose this is X meter and this is Y meter. The total distance over here will be X plus Y meter, that is AC plus CB. This is the total distance covered by an object. So actual path actual path covered by an object while moving from initial, this is the initial position INI, and this is your final position FIN. So initial to final position, final position. Okay, so we have defined one thing, that is distance, the actual path covered by an object while moving from initial to final position, that is from A to B. Although it is traversing from A to C, C to B, but the actual distance covered will be x plus y. So if we are defining the total distance covered over here will be x plus y. If it is meter, so meter. We term it this as a distance of an object. Now another term we have to define in this, because in motion that plays a pivotal role, that is your displacement. Now, you must have come across this word displacement in your previous classes. I am sure about it. If not also, it's a new term. So let us try to understand displacement. Now the same diagram, if we are conferring that the same diagram, and if I have to find the displacement, it will be the shortest distance between these 2 points A and B. Suppose this is Z meter. The shortest distance is the straight line between the two, that is the initial and the final position. So what we have written, the shortest distance between the initial and final position is known as your displacement. So what we have defined? The shortest distance between the initial and final position as the displacement, and the actual path covered by an object while moving from initial to final position, that is x plus y. If this is x plus y, and if we are assuming that z is the total distance from A to B, the shortest distance, so we give it z meter. Now these 4 points, I hope distance, displacement, the rest and motion is clear to you. And if this is clear to you, we further proceed the elements of this motion on which the further derivations and topic discussions will be taking place. We will try to understand another terms which are associated with this topic. First, in this regard, since we have discussed the distance and time, we are going to discuss another element of it, that is your speed. Now, when we define speed, we simply say distance per unit time or distance covered per unit time. So, distance covered per unit time. That means speed is given by distance per unit time. Now, if we are trying to understand what this speed could come or what is its unit, distance comes in terms of meter and time it comes in terms of t. So we can also write distance upon time as distance we always denote by s and time by t, and this can be denoted by meter per second, that is inverse of second. 1 by t, time is always in second and distance is always in meter. So meter per second is your meter per second over here. A little bit confusing term, so I'll just delete this. It will be far better if we like this. Unit of time is second and unit of distance is meter. I hope that becomes much more clear to you. So when we define the speed, it's basically distance per unit time. So distance covered per unit time is your speed. We'll come later on about other factors. After the speed, then we define uniform speed. Okay, when we say uniform, what does it mean? Uniform means equal or same type. if I am saying distance, suppose an object is moving with a distance of 5 meters per second. That means in second it will move to 10 meters, in third second it will move to 15 meters, and consequently it will go on moving covering 5 meters per second. That is, when an object has a uniform speed, then it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. So we say equal distance in equal interval of time. Now, equal distance and equal interval of time can be termed as uniform speed. Similarly, if I am saying non-uniform, speed, then naturally it may be unequal distance in equal interval of time, or we can also say equal distance in unequal interval of time. Unequal interval of time. Both the cases we termed as non-uniform speed. Now we have learned around 5 to 6 terms in this regard. First is your rest, then comes motion, then we told about speed, then uniform speed, then non-uniform speed. These are the basic terms. Along with it, there are many other terms which are related to this chapter. We will be discussing in this chapter further. Now, first and foremost thing, in the speed and distance and displacement, I just wanted to discuss one more topic. That in a circular path or in a circle, what is the meaning of speed and displacement? Suppose here, this is a circular path. Suppose at A, an object starts moving. It starts from here, it comes to B, then it goes to C, then it goes to D. Okay, now the actual path covered by the object, so here displacement, distance covered, if an object starts from A, comes to B, B to C, C to D, and finally to A, will be the circumference of the circle, that is your twice pi r. Now r is the radius of the circle. It may be say 5 meter. So I have to find this 2 pi, that is 22 by 7 into r is your 5. So you find data about the distance covered by an object in one complete circular motion. Now here, when we are defining the distance, fine, but when we are defining the displacement, it becomes totally opposite. Now try to remember the word, or try to remember the definition I have given you for displacement. Displacement was the shortest distance between the initial and final position. Object started from point A, it has come back to A. So the total displacement here sums up to 0. In this manner, displacement can be 0 when the distance exists, but in no case displacement will be maximum compared to the distance. So these are few things, students. I hope it was helpful to you in this regard. We will discuss further in this regard. So thank you.